It could be, hey, I want to lose I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to add this skill. I want to learn about this business. I want to fix my credit. I want to read more books, whatever that look like for you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Reformed Felon Podcast. I'm your host, Art, Reformed Felon Extraordinaire, and I'm on a mission to help 50 people that are straddling the fence, 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the street life, cross over to where the grass is much greener. Today, I wanted to talk about how to stay motivated and how to stay on the right path after you get caught up in the system. Getting caught up in the system is definitely discouraging. You feel like a failure. You catch that case and, you feel like life is over. You feel like, oh, this mistake that I just made is definitely going to cost me. And it does, because you can go to the penitentiary, or you could do an extensive amount of probation and have these people all in your business, on your back, hounding you every month or every week or every month, however, whatever the terms is of the probation. So I wanted to, talk about a few things on how you stay on the right path, whether you getting out of the penitentiary or you get caught up and maybe get probation, because it's gonna be a very taxing, very difficult challenge, because you got to keep yourself clean. You got to keep yourself out of trouble. You got to keep yourself out the way. Unless if you don't, you violate and you might have to go back, or you might have to go. So the first thing I want to talk about, a couple of things that can help you stay on the right path and stay, encouraged and motivated. I can't stress enough to have a good partner. I can't stress that enough. So, you're going to hear me talk about that a lot. You're going to get sick of me talking about having a solid partner, but it's true. I'm not going to beat that drum today, but you definitely need one, especially to keep you on the right path, because doing it alone, it's easy to get draped back off into it. But the first thing that you can do is set some clear, achievable goals and relentlessly go after them. What that looks like is, so what I've been doing this 75 hard, and I plan my goals out from this book that I read a couple years ago called The 12-Week Year, where you condense your yearly goals down into a quarter, and you set these quarterly goals. And, with the 75 hard program, the person that put that together have this thing called the power list, kind of similar to what I've been doing, but you put these, you set these goals for the quarter. It could be, hey, I want to lose I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to add this skill. I want to learn about this business. I want to fix my credit. I want to read more books, whatever that look like for you. Me, I want to, I'm taking my health serious. I'm trying to be a better leader in my business. And what else is on there? Oh, I got a set target of money that I want to make. So with this list that I have, I created the goal, and then I put the action steps in. The action steps are the things that you have to do day to day. And it requires a lot of discipline. This is something that I've been I haven't been disciplined, for a long time. And this are things that I'm working on. So I take that list I look at that goal list and then put these action steps, 5 things that's going to get me towards that goal. And you cross those out every day. So on my list, it has, I work out every day. You got to work out. I have to make a certain amount of calls. I have to meet with my employees. And, so I got about 2 other things on there. But if I'm checking those off every day, that means I'm winning the day. If I check those off every day of the week, then I'm winning the week. Even if I slip up, miss one, miss a couple, if I'm at 80% at the end of the week, and you look at that over the month, on average, I'm at 92%. That's a win for the month. So if you compound that over a year, you're going to be way further. You're going to you're going to accomplish your goals in no time, because all you're doing is winning. You're checking off wins. And if you're checking off wins daily, weekly, and monthly, how could you possibly lose? So that's how I set goals. And these are simple things that you can do. And I'm going to say, too, surround yourself with the positive people and like a supportive community. I pay for masterminds. I go to networking events. For somebody that's coming straight out of the hood, coming straight off the block, there's this app called Meetup. You could jump on Meetup and find whatever lane that you're in, whatever industry that you're into fitness. If you're into fitness, there's groups. You could go on. There's Facebook groups. There's groups in the Meetup. If you're into fishing, you're into fitness, you're into knitting, whatever you into, there's a group for it. You join those groups and get active in there. And it's going to be like-minded people that are into the things that you're into. And you can definitely meet people. I always prefer, I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups, but when they have these live events, they have these live networking events, I try to get there. I try to get there and go shake some hands. Go shake some hands and meet some new people that are on the same mission that I'm on. There's going to always be those groups. They're not necessarily, I don't think everybody's going to be in these groups where everybody has a criminal record, but you're not trying to be, if you want to be that support for somebody else, but you get into these other groups, you never have to share your story unless you want to, but you get in these other groups that are on some positive things that are moving in this direction. And this is what you're trying to do. I would say, go jump in them Facebook groups and get active and start talking to people. Go to the Meetup and find somebody that's find a group that's just like you, or find a group that likes the things that you like and join it and go to their live events. 3, focus on self-improvement. Street niggas need therapy. That's just what it is. Focus on the self-improvement therapy, getting educated, learning new things, learning new processes, learning new skills. These are things that you could do with focusing on self-improvement. I have days where I sit down and just read. I'm improving myself every single day. Every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't pick up a book, because I'm constantly trying to get better. So spend time however you like, focusing on just improving yourself. That can, writing in a journal, writing poetry, or whatever that helps you improve. 4 goes kind of back to this being in this community. Being in the community is getting some hobbies. I ain't saying sit down and play 2K all day, but activities like outdoor activities, pick up basketball game or something. Exercise is always a good choice. 5, celebrate those wins. Celebrate your small wins. Like I said in the first one, your goals that you have and that you set. Like I get up every day, do my gratitude. I go outside, whether it's cold, raining, I go outside and work out. I celebrate that. It feels good that I can get this accomplished. These hard things that I choose, that I set to do, get them done, and it's helping me become more disciplined. And I'm gonna celebrate those successes. People always tell you, um, you know, oh, be humble and don't want you to celebrate when you're getting some wins. Nah, fuck that. Celebrate yourself, because if you don't celebrate yourself, who will? So they want you to like minimize your accomplishments, because if you look up the word humble, it's having a low view of oneself. I don't rock on that wavelength. Like I'm trying to vibrate up here. I'm not gonna never say I am less than. Like, nah, I'm not ever gonna say that. But celebrate yourself, man. Just celebrate yourself. And number 6, find a mentor. This could be a virtual mentor or a mentor in person. Somebody that you think is living a lifestyle that you want to live, or somebody that has overcome the obstacles that you are currently go through, and tap into them. A lot of folks will, take some time and give you some game. Or folks, we got these phones now. You got access to tons of folks that are successful, tons of folks that have overcome things, tons of folks that might be living a lifestyle that you want to live. Tap in, get involved with them, ask questions, and ask questions, specific questions on how to. And then when you do what they tell you to do, then you'll be able to ask more questions. That's the key to it. If you go and ask them, hey, how you do this, how you do that, and then you go and you do it, and you come back to them and say, hey, I did what you said, that worked. You mind if I asked you another question? They'd be like, man, they love that. They love to see the things that they told you to do, see that work in real time. So find a mentor that, to have overcome some of the challenges that you have, that you are experiencing right now. Another thing I would say, ask for help. If you're getting challenges, or if you have like some sort of trauma that you have to overcome, trauma from the past, seek help. Therapy has been a game changer for me because of the trauma that street life brings on, the trauma of growing up in certain households. Like that shit affects you. It affects your day to day as you get older and as you start having kids. And a lot of the times, us as men, we are scared to ask for help, and we project all of our dad issues or mom issues or whatever onto our kids. We picked up these terrible habits, and we picked up these upbringings, not intentionally, but we have these, some of us have these terrible upbringings, and we kind of project onto our kids or project onto our loved ones. And if that's the case, and you got this trauma, you got this, you had this like horrible upbringing, it definitely would help to get help. Man, therapy has been a game changer for me. Like, I've been able to heal from the past trauma, the resentment that I've had, growing up. And I've been able to get past that and become a better human being, become a better husband, become a better father. So don't be afraid to seek help, especially when you're on this journey to prosper in life, because your past can definitely mess up things as you're moving through and trying to navigate this journey of like change. So, and the last thing that I'm gonna say is to be patient. We live in this instant gratification world, this Instagram world. Everybody's a millionaire at 17, driving Lambos, and everybody's doing this and doing that. And you see people successful, and progress takes time, especially when you get jammed up and in the system. That sets you back. So you got to take the time to rebuild. You got to rebuild. And sometimes you rebuild them by yourself. If you rebuild them with a woman, it'll help you get there faster. But this instant gratification and trying to get to the destination like that is not realistic. It's not realistic at all. But it can happen if you, one, setting those goals and crossing them out every day. You stacking up those wins every day. You stacking up those wins every day and compound that over a quarter, compound that over 6 months, compound that over 9 months to a year. You'll be way further along if you have the discipline and the stay on the path. I mean, everything if you got the mentors, you got the group, the support group, you change your environment, you'll definitely be able to get to that destination that you're looking for. It's just not going to happen overnight. And one of a wise man told me that if you want to become more disciplined, do things that require discipline. He said, if you want to be more patient, do things that require more patience. This journey is definitely a waiting game. This definitely requires patience. So be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to get there. If you're stacking wins every day, you stacking wins every week, you stacking wins every month, how could you lose if all you're doing is winning? All you're doing is stacking wins. How could you possibly lose? So that's all for today. Like, subscribe, share this with one of your people that you want to see make it out of the streets. And until then, I will see you guys next week.